Greetings and salutations, sports fans, coming to you live tonight. It's Todd Edwards. I'm standing courtside. Allow me to remove my mask and welcome everybody in for a doubleheader of basketball action tonight. It's Todd Edwards standing alongside here, Mark Hendrickson, along with Brandy Shope. We're deep in the broadcast booth, and I welcome Brandy back, and I also, for the first time, welcome Mark Hendrickson, who has some roots here in the York County area and is going to be a color commentator. Welcome, Mark. Your thoughts on your broadcast tonight, first debut?
It's good to see you do your work, and it's fun to be a part of this. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while since I've been to a high school game, so it should be fun.
It should be fun. I want to tell the viewers that are tuned in, you're one of only 13 players to have played professionally in Major League Baseball and the NBA. So your expertise tonight as a color commentator will enhance our broadcast with Brandy and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm used to playing, so broadcasting, well, it'll be a little challenging, but I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it tonight, and a big matchup tonight as York Suburban plays host to Kennard. York Suburban, first place, Brandy, in Division II YAIAA, taking on Kennard, led by their jitterbug, as I call him, Carter Day.
You know, tonight's contest is going to be a good one. Can't wait to see Cam Brewer and Carter Day go side by side. Two great point guards, able to score, but also dish the ball very well.
They should, and it should be exciting. Also, another player to keep an eye on for York Suburban, Aiden Hewley. He recently committed to Division II Shepherd University. A big presence right there, all 6'6" of him tonight in the paint and post.
Yeah. Before our broadcast, we had senior night tonight for Suburban. So they're going to have a lot of momentum coming into their home game, home court. Number one, they got a lot to prove tonight.
Mark, can you take us through your experience as a senior night at high school, way back at Mount Vernon High School, back in the state of Washington?
I tell you what, it's kind of bittersweet. If you think about it, for these seniors, they've gone to school with these kids for a long time. So it's something that's exciting for what the future lies ahead, but for the most part, it's kind of bittersweet because your time of playing with your friends is pretty much over.
And you mentioned before we went on the air, some of your best memories are playing high school basketball, correct?
Yeah, without a doubt. I feel for these kids, it's been a tough year for them with not having the crowds that most high school games get, and so it's been a challenge. But for the most part, yeah, it's something that, looking back on it, it's a great memory.
Memory, and memories will continue tonight with Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you tonight live from York Suburban High School. A limited crowd, as always has been the case, Brandy, where a limited crowd tonight with parents coming in, but it should be a lot of energy. This gym is great. It's well lit and it's loud, and it makes for a great broadcast.
Absolutely. I was going to say the acoustics in this gym, doesn't matter if there's 10 people or there's 100 people, it's going to be loud in here.
It's going to be great. We're going to make our way up to the broadcast booth again. It's Mark Hendrickson color commentating tonight with Brandy Shope. Dew Jones taking a little time off after playing his best impersonation of Vince Scully. I know you know Vince Scully quite well. Dew, we had a game earlier today, and Dew did it from start to finish all by himself, which is quite a talent to do, whether it's baseball or basketball, for the whole game. So we're helping out Dew tonight. Not one, not two, but three in the booth for tonight's matchup. And of course, next week we're going to finish up, Brandy, with our regular season games. We're going to be at Central, Dallastown at Central next week. And also a week from tonight, Central Dauphin comes down to play Central, and should be a big matchup. Malachi Palmer leads the Central Dauphin team, and it should be a great matchup because after what Greg Gittinger did today, 36 points for the freshman today.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, 6'5" freshman. Keep an eye on it. But tonight it's all about Kennardale and York Suburban coming to you live tonight from York Suburban High School. Stay with us. We'll make our way to the broadcast booth, and we're about 2 minutes away from tip-off right here on senior night for York Suburban. While we still have a few minutes to go before tip-off tonight at York Suburban, we'd like to give a special thanks to our sponsors who make this happen. Basil Insurance. You're looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. They're your one-stop shop for all your home insurance needs, located on 2210 West Market Street, right here in York, Pennsylvania. You may contact them at 717-792-6200. Season-long sponsor, Basil Insurance, and also our other season-long sponsor, Integrity First Home Buyers, where you can reach them at 717-714-3600. 3307. They're located at 2500 Kingston Road. Are you looking to buy, sell, or rent? Contact Integrity First Home Buyers, Southern Pennsylvania's leader in all your real estate needs. And there are sponsors tonight, and we have the rosters, and looking forward to some of the matchups tonight. Brandy, we mentioned it earlier, Carter Day and Cam Brewer. Any other excitement that you could see out on the court tonight?
Well, Aiden Hughley always puts on a good show. It's going to be hard. Kennard does not have as big bodies as Suburban have. They have some good 4 and 5 players, so I'll be interested to see how they handle Aiden and the rest of the York Suburban guys.
Kennard led by their head coach, Jack Shope. Mitch Kemp, head coach for York Suburban, a 2009 graduate from York Suburban, and his sister coaches the girls team here, Jess Barley at York Suburban. So we're going to go down to the player introductions.
Your paid or complimentary admission to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by the student athletes in the educational setting. Please give these students your positive support. Booing, taunting, or intimidating officials or opponents is unsportsmanlike and unacceptable. Persons demonstrating unsportsmanlike conduct will be removed from the gymnasium. Thank you. Please remember to keep your mask on at all times. And now the starting lineup for the Rams of Kennard. Number 20, a senior, Pierce Ray Ragland. Number 21, a senior, Drew Dressel. Number 22, a sophomore, Corey Swanson. Number 42, a senior, Richard Miller. And number 55, a senior, Carter Day. The Rams are coached by Jacob Boat, Bill Novak, and Josh Clark. And now for your York Suburban Trojans. Number 12, a junior, Camden Brewer. Number 13, a sophomore, Avant Sweeney. Number 24, a senior, Aiden Hughley. Number 30, a senior, Alon Gorham. And number 35, a senior, Isaiah Pineda. First coach by Mitch Kemp, assisted by Kevin Wood, Joe Hutchinson, Brian Kennard, Dan McHugh, and Matt Bruce. Referees for tonight's event are Kevin Lawrence, Reese Christie, and Mark Longnecker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
A stirring rendition of our national anthem, and believe me, Brandy, he doesn't need to use a microphone like we do. He has a deep, bellowing voice, and it carries here in the high school gym.
He did fantastic.
Always hits it out of the park, as they say.
Absolutely.
And we are just seconds away from tip-off. And with our broadcast team of Mark Hendrickson and Brandy Shope. Mark, are you settling in nicely now to the booth?
I am. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
player introductions, and again, we're just seconds away from tip-off here. Kennard comes in here with an overall record of 11-4. And York Suburban has an overall record of 11-3. So players to keep an eye on. We mentioned it in pregame, Dew and Brandy, for number 55 for Kennard, Carter Day, nearing 1,500 points in his career. He's a spark plug for this team, a player to keep an eye on. Of course, Aiden Hewley, number 24, getting set to tip off against Drew Dressel. Keep an eye on Aiden Hewley, committed to Shepherd University. And we're off and running now. York Suburban in their all-white jerseys, Kennard in the gold and blue.
That was a great block by Kennard number 21 and a quick recovery.
That was Drew Dressel. And Kennard moving right to left on the TV screen. A lot of energy inside this gymnasium here with the limited amount of fans. How about it, Mark?
Yeah, very loud for only having a select amount of fans.
I said the acoustics in this place are going to have us rocking all night long.
We may not need the microphones after this. Of course, Kennard moving right to left on your TV screen. York Suburban in their all-white jerseys here on senior night from York Suburban High School gym. Coy Swanson with the throw-in. York Suburban looking to continue their winning streak this week. They won at West York, beat Dover this week, and looking for the trifecta this week. And Carter Day with a put-in, and Carter Day with the first points tonight. And the put-in by Aiden Hewley. And it looks like we're going to have to keep track of the score here, Brandy, tonight. No scoreboard with so we're going to do our best official stats tonight.
Great pass. There you go. That was smart court awareness by number 42. Let him come right down and foul him.
42, Richard Miller going to starters for Kennard, Carter Day, Richard Miller, Coy Swanson, Drew Dressel, along with Pierce Ragland. Your starters for York Suburban, Alon Gorham, Cam Brewer, Avant Sweeney, Aiden Hewley, and Isaiah Pineda. But right now at the charity line, number 42, Richard Miller, with 6:46 to go. The Kennard up 4-2, and makes it. Out on the wing, Isaiah Pineda. Shot comes up short. Want to let our viewers, number 35, Isaiah Pineda, committed to Lock Haven University to play football. There's Carter Day. In and out of the bucket. Rebound by Aiden Hewley. Bringing the ball up court. Cam Brewer for York Suburban. Rebound by Richard Miller. Kennard right now 5-2 lead over York Suburban. Your thoughts, Brandy?
Well, first of all, Suburban is absolutely up there with the boards. I mean, there's no stopping them underneath once they get there, but
that's Drew Dressel with a bucket. Go ahead.
Kennard's using their quickness right now, which is important.
The JV team for Kennard, rather vocal, and the put-in by Cam Brewer. Again, I mentioned the JV team for Kennard, rather vocal here tonight, Mark.
Yeah, I think I see Kennard coming out with a lot of energy. Usually you'd think it'd be the other way around on senior night, but so far they're the ones that are being aggressive.
And Cam Brewer with the rebound, tosses. Lon Gorham trying to put the ball up unsuccessfully. And head coach Jack Rope for Kennard, rather vocal there on the sidelines. We can hear him from our broadcast booth.
He's fun to watch. He's an excitable coach.
missed shots. Dishes the ball out to Carter Day, bringing the ball up court. Sloppy play there offensively, Brandy. It'll turnover, give the ball to Kennardale, and a three-point shot in and out of the bucket for Pierce Ragland. York Suburban possession. Kennardale up 7-4 with just under 4.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter from York Suburban High School. Aiden Hewley. Aiden there in the post. And a three-point attempt by
He's
Kennardale.
left-handed.
Lefty, too. Coy Swanson for Kennardale. And out there, the wing, Isaiah Pineda with the missed shot. Rebound by Carter Day, bringing the ball up court.
Good pass.
It's fun watching Carter Day. I had the opportunity to see him a few times. Your thoughts, Mark, on Carter Day so far?
He's got a little Pete Maravich in him right there, going coast to coast, a little bit of flair.
Pistol Pete Maravich.
If I'm Suburban, I am cutting down on these three-point shots, and I am taking the ball to the basket. Their size, they have to use that advantage right now.
And checking in for York Suburban's number 31, 6'7", Brady Stump, a junior. We'll keep an eye on him as the game progresses. And there's Carter Day on a 3-on-1 breakaway. And a put in by Carter Day. Gives Carter Day 4 points in tonight's contest with just over 3 minutes to go. And the put in by Alon Gorham, his first points tonight. Back and forth matchup here. A lot of excitement, fans that are tuned in tonight, hopefully with their bottled water and popcorn and enjoying Saturday night basketball, courtesy of Sports Shooting Stars. Going to the charity line right now for Kennardale, number 21, Drew Dressel, has 2 points, the 6'2" senior. Looking to add to his point total right now with Kennardale up by 3, 9-6 over York Suburban here on senior night with 2:54 to go. Missed his first shot here. Drew Dressel looking to add to his point total. Rebound by Aiden Hewley. And it'll be an interesting matchup here, Mark, seeing Cam Brewer match up with Carter Day.
Yeah, I think it is. It's something that should play out. I think there's a difference in styles a little bit.
Nice shot by Carter Day, and rather quickly making his presence felt here, Mark.
Yeah, Carter Day's showing some skills offensively to create his own shot, which is good to have with his quickness.
Yeah, just recently passed Adam Freeze at Kennardale, well over 1,400 points, and who knows where he'll finish with his point total when the season's done. Rebound by Brady Stump, the big man bringing the ball up court. 6'7" junior for York Suburban. Cam Brewer shot comes up short there. A lot of energy inside this gym tonight, Mark.
Yeah, I think like getting back to Carter, what I'm seeing is the ability to break down defenses, which is going to allow his teammates to get easy shots as well. So that's a tremendous asset to have for a point guard.
Under a minute and a half to go here in the opening quarter. Kennardale up 11-6. And the put in by Alon Gorham. The 6'3" senior, 4 points in tonight's game. Pulls York Suburban within 3 right now, 11-8 with just over a minute to go.
Smart.
Kennard setting up their offense. Feeding it to the big guy and just loses control under the net. And a rather boisterous crowd here at York Suburban. We hope you can hear us at home. I know at times it's hard to hear myself think.
And don't forget, sports fans, those who are tuned in to Sports Shooting Stars on YouTube, please make sure you're watching the game and giving us player of the game suggestions.
Oh, and 20 seconds to go. Carter Day bringing the ball up court. A one-on-one matchup here should be interesting to see what Carter Day can do here. Looking to hold it for the final shot here in the opening quarter. And a three-point shot comes up short. And that will end the first quarter with your score, Kennardale 11, York Suburban 8. Mark, your thoughts after the first quarter?
Very exciting first quarter. Hopefully we can see more of it.
A lot of energy, as we mentioned, Brandy, inside this gymnasium with a limited amount of fans in here. But the JV team here for Kennardale, I think, makes up for a couple hundred fans from Kennardale.
They are so loud.
And I tell you, I love the energy. That's the one thing. I'm glad the kids have been able to play this season, but the one missing component have been the fans and the packed houses that have been unable to attend here at any gym across YIAA.
Yeah, and that's something that's difficult. You know, for young players, they feed off the crowd. And for them to be able to bring that energy, I think that's a compliment so far in the first quarter, like we said, to Kennardale's junior varsity, because, you know, what they're lacking in fan support, they're making up for in noise.
No doubt about that. And again, your first quarter has arrived. It's 11-8 Kennardale. Want to remind our fans that are tuned in to Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you. We'll be back next week with our final round of regular season games, and sponsor pending. We could possibly have some district games or state games emanating from the sweetest place on earth, the Giants Center. So it'll be interesting to see. Continue to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Sports Shooting Stars. And we're about set to start the second quarter here, and they're right in front of us. Carter Day, number 55. They list him at 5'9". And in our program sheet, and he plays with all 5'9", no doubt about it, with his energy level. Kennardale moving the ball around court and a turnover.
Wow. You got to make that.
And those are the type of shots that need made. And there's Aiden Hewley, the big man, to Brady Stump and swatted away. I tell you, what a combination under the net there between Brady Stump and Aiden Hewley, two big guys there, and it's going to send Brady Stump to the charity line.
Yeah, I thought that was a good pass. You know, usually big men struggle to make passes, but, you know, that was a nice pass for him. And I think what Brandy had said, with Suburban having some size, they need to utilize the inside game to be effective.
We'll see if that carries on here throughout the rest of the game here. 7:33 to go. Brady Stump at the free throw line. He's scoreless right now, looking to add to his point total tonight.
And thank you again for everyone that's tuning in. We really appreciate you. We appreciate our sponsors. Without you, we wouldn't be here.
And a turnover, York Suburban ball. And the put in by number 30, Alon Gorham. That's 6 points for Alon. And they give to Carter Day. The jitterbug for Kennardale right now. And now the York Suburban JV team is on their feet making noise. And the put in.
He just makes it look easy.
He does, no doubt about it.
He just makes
That's Carter Day and the and one right now as he's 8 points right now for Carter, and possibly the and one here. We'll see.
You know, Todd, what I gotta say was impressive about that, not only breaking down the defense, but for point guard to be able to finish against the big guys is very important, and he does it very well.
He plays with all heart out there at 5'9", and it's on display.
Fear.
No doubt
there.
about that. A 4-point lead for Kennardale. There's Brady Stump with a rebound. And they give to Carter Day.
I do believe that Carter Day, Aiden Hughley, and Alon Gorham also play for the York Ballers AAU team together. So
that would be
Kennardale
an
and
interesting
Suburban
team
play
to
together.
watch. Hey, now, Brandy, are you familiar with Carter Day? Has he committed to college at all? Are you aware of?
I am not aware of that. I know he was looking at several, so.
Yeah, okay. And if the viewers that are tuned in live, if they have any feedback on that, help us if you could. I would appreciate it. I mean, he came into this game with over 1,400 points, so it's quite an impressive resume. And drains it. That was Coy Swanson.
Oh.
Aiden Hughley with the put in. 4 points for Aiden, 6'6" senior, going to Shepherd University. It's going to be Kennardale's ball. Have a feeling, Mark, we're not going to see Carter Day step out much for a breather tonight.
Probably not. I think that's one thing. As he goes, their team goes.
It'll be York Suburban ball on the turnover. Levi Charnetska is in, the 5'10" freshman for Kennardale. And a steal by Carter Day. He's all alone. It should be the easy put in for Carter Day. Leads all scorers in tonight's contest with 11 points, and we still have just over 5 minutes to go here, Mark, in the second quarter.
Yeah, he looks like he's a little tired. It'll be up to the coach to strategically use those timeouts to get him some rest.
And swatted away there by Drew Dressel, saying, not in my house tonight, Mark.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I'm impressed with the Kennardale Junior Varsity. They're up with everything, creating that energy. That's great for the varsity team to feed off of that.
Yeah, as fans know, there are only home fans that are allowed into the game, so there's a York Suburban contingent here, but certainly the JV team for Kennardale making up for no Kennardale fans here. But at the charity line right now, number 30, Alon Gorham, who has 7 points right now. Pulls York Suburban within 6. Kennardale up 19-13 with 4:55 to go. And a scramble for the ball. And look who has it, Carter Day. A 2-on-1 situation, and just was not there on that connection, Mark.
Yeah, he's a little ahead of himself, playing a little bit too fast there, overthrew the guy.
Cam Brewer bringing the ball up court with just under 5 minutes to go. Feeding it to the big man in the post, and the put in there.
Exactly what I would be doing every single time down there. There's no need to shoot anything else. They cannot contain him.
Yeah, in the post there, Aiden Hughley with 6 points tonight. And a rebound by Isaiah Pineda for York Suburban, and kick out on the wing, Cam Brewer. And a scramble for the ball. That's Levi Charnetska, the freshman. And Carter Day working the ball up court. And what an assist. Great play there. Pierce Ragland with his first points tonight, Brandy.
He led that double team right to him, knowing he was going to pass backdoor. That was a great pass.
Carter Day's a fun player to watch here.
And a steal from Carter Day.
A steal from Mr. Do Everything here for Kennardale tonight. Carter Day, and a three-point shot in and out of the bucket. Kennardale going to retain possession here, Mark. A 6-point lead for Kennardale with 3:24 to go.
Yeah, and I think, for Suburban, like we said before, they've got to get the ball inside. I mean, they've got some guys that got some size that Kennardale just can't match up with, so they got to play to their strengths. You get an up-and-down game with Kennardale, that seems to be the type of game they want.
And right now, a timeout called by York Suburban head coach Mitch Kemp right now. With 3:24 to go, the score, Kennardale 21, York Suburban 15. I want to make mention to one of the longtime coaches here. I had a chance to talk to him pregame. Coach Hossenfuss is here. He helps out still with the team, probably in his 80s right now. Career win total, 549 wins, and kind of a bit of a coaching legend here, Brandy, at York Suburban. And I do remember his son, Marty Hossenfuss, as well, who coached a longtime coach in our area.
At Eastern
York.
Then he actually came back from a hiatus and was at West York for a couple years.
Okay.
And then now he's back out. So I think I don't know if he's a free agent or not,
free
but
agent.
coaching is certainly in their blood.
In the blood, and of course,
and a quick thank you to our sponsors, Basil Insurance and Integrity First Home Buyers.
Our season-long sponsors for tonight's broadcast. We thank each sponsor for their support, and we thank the fans for tuning in this Saturday night to an exciting game right now, but featuring Kennardale and York Suburban. A little Saturday night basketball here. And the put in. That's 13 points for Carter Day, leads all scorers. With just over 3 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Cam Brewer. There's Aiden Hewley, the big man, and the put in. Eight points for Aiden Hewley. Mark, how much does this crowd noise play in? You're a former player. How much does this play into your performance?
It can help you, but I think a lot of times you'll see people, they get too excited and they play the game a little bit too fast. So the key is to slow down, still make the right play. But for the most part, with the way the situation is, it's helpful.
Looking at Carter's court demeanor, just like you said, he's not getting too excited either way. When he makes it, when he misses it, he shows hustling back. I can't imagine that there's too many people that out-hustle him.
You know what I noticed about him? He's got, when I say Pete Maravich, he's got the flair to his game that if he makes a mistake, it doesn't dwell on it. You know what? He just is confident in his ability, and he's just going to go out and make the next play.
And a timeout, and speaking of Carter Day, he's collecting his breath right now, just running full force out here on the court for all but 2 full quarters here, Mark.
Yeah, the game has turned up-tempo. This is very similar to the way the NBA's gotten. More up-tempo, a lot of three-point shots. For Suburban, like we said, they've got some guys, they got some size. They need to attack inside and then work the game inside out.
And a timeout called by head coach Jack Rope, Kennardale. And Carter's going to take a breather right now and a drink of water with 2:38 to go. Leading all scorers again, Carter Day with 13 points. And again, Kennardale comes in with a overall record of 11-4. York Suburban with an overall record at 11-3 and 10-0 in their division in Division II YIAA. And we're back to action here with Kennardale's possession. And a three-point shot. Comes up short for Coy Swanson, the lefty. York Suburban moving the ball around. That was Avant Sweeney going to the net. Now he's going to go to the charity line here for some possible points here. Scoreless. He's held scoreless so far, but the 6-foot sophomore for York Suburban looking to break the ice tonight here with some shots. Another opportunity here for Avant Sweeney at the free throw line. And a 4-point lead here for Kennardale as Carter Day is checked back in after a little breather here. And a put in by number 21, Drew Dressel. That's 4 points for Drew. And it extends Kennardale's lead to 6 right now with just over 3.5 minutes to go. Isaiah Pineda. And in the bucket it goes for Isaiah Pineda. Kennardale up right now by 4 with 1:25 to go and counting. From York Suburban High School. Vaughn Sweeney with the ball, drive to the net. And an offensive foul, Mark called on that one.
Yeah, nice fundamental play there. That's something that, not a lot of kids like to stand in and take a charge, but it's a great play.
And that really hyped up Kennardale's bench.
And we're back to action here with just a minute to go here before halftime. And a 3-point shot in and out of the bucket. Kennardale rebounds it. Zach Orwig in for Kennardale. There's Carter Day, drives to the bucket. And a foul called on that play, Mark.
Yeah, that was a good backdoor pass. Good cut, too. You know what I'm seeing, Todd? It seems like Kennardale's at their strength when they can spread Suburban out on the floor and make everybody guard 19 feet away from the basket. I think for Suburban, the key is going to be able to pressure them but not get beat back door.
And Carter Day at the charity line right now. It'll be interesting to see as that plays through the game here the rest of the
And I know that
way.
Carter's leading the scoring, but he is uncharacteristically missing a lot of shots. His jump shots, his foul shots. I mean, he usually doesn't miss that many.
No, he normally spot on, but again, leads all scorers tonight for Kennardale. And a put in for Garrett McCleary. And extends Kennardale's lead to 6 with 15 seconds to go. .1 second to go here. Aiden Hewley. Shot comes up short. And a scramble for the ball. 0.4 seconds.
And there's got to be a hold on number 13 from Suburban. It's got to be Kennardale's ball.
That was Avant
1-1.
Sweeney. 1-1. With 0.4 seconds to go here, Brandy. It's going to send Pierce Ragland to the free throw line. And we've arrived at halftime with your score, Kennardale 27, York Suburban 21. And Brandy and Mark, your thoughts? We'll go with Mark first. Your thoughts on the first half action?
It's been very exciting. I think a key is going to be adjustments at halftime. From what I've seen for Suburban, they probably haven't shot the ball very well. But if they can work the game inside to Aiden and Isaiah, I think they got the size advantage, and then that's going to free up their shooters in the second half. For Kennardale, they seem to want to spread you out.
You mentioned
kind of
that
small
early.
ball, and for them it's just launching threes and letting Carter do his thing.
And Carter, I want to emphasize to our viewers at home, Carter leads all scorers right now with 13 points, and he's been everything we expected here for Kennardale, Brandy.
Yeah, I don't, even for a senior night, maybe it's just me, but I do not think that Suburban came out with as much pizzazz and flair. Normally, they are all over you, super aggressive defenders, and I'm just not seeing that in the first half. I have a feeling Mitch is going to give them quite a light of fire, as they say, and they should come out this in the locker room. They should come out with a tighter second half.
Looking forward to it. We're under 10 minutes here. We're going to have a halftime, and we're going to run some commercials as well from our sponsors. Do want to emphasize and give a shout out to our sponsors for tonight's game. Our season-long sponsors, both sponsors. Basil Insurance. Are you looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. They're your one-stop shop for all your home insurance needs. They're located on 2210 West Market Street, right here in York, Pennsylvania. You can contact them at 717-792-6200. Also, Integrity First Home Buyers. They can be reached at 717-714-3307. They're located at 2500 Kingston Road. Are you looking to sell, buy, or rent? Contact Integrity First Home Buyers, Southern Pennsylvania's leader in all your real estate needs. And without our sponsors, there would be no Sports Shooting Stars. And we also want to thank the fans for tuning in tonight, this Saturday night, in a thrilling game here from York Suburban. A big matchup in Division II YAIAA. We're joined in the broadcast booth tonight by Brandy Shope and also Mark Hendrickson and your host as well, Todd Edwards here. We're going to take a brief break, collect our thoughts, and we'll be back momentarily with more of Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you. We're back, sports fans. Todd Edwards, Brandy Shope, Mark Hendrickson. It looks like the Kennardale team have made their way back from the locker room for some warm-ups. And interesting, some of the banter we had earlier, talking off camera a little bit about the viability of minor league baseball and just a lot of sports talk in general. And we're joined by someone here in the booth that has some experience with that, not just playing Major League Baseball, but the NDA, and did it for quite a number of years. Tell the viewers a little bit, Mark, now that you have some roots here in York, what you've been up to post-career with your professional basketball and Major League Baseball careers over.
Yeah, I've been staying busy. I have 3 kids under roof. Our oldest daughter is married, but the 3 that we have still at home keep me busy, and they like to see Dad around. That's the one thing about professional sports that a lot of people don't realize is the time away from the kids. And anybody who has kids, they just want Mom and Dad to be around. So for me, I'm staying busy with that. I'm into real estate. I'm into public speaking, working on writing a book. So I'm keeping myself busy, want to share some of the experiences that I've been through over my career. And just, being a dad, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, no doubt. And I guess sometimes you probably get asked this quite often about ever becoming a coach, and whether it be in basketball or baseball. But I would imagine the time commitment's pretty heavy being a coach in either sport.
Yeah, I started coaching a couple years with the Orioles in the summer, and I went down to Aberdeen and coached. And I realized at the time, given where the age of my kids were, it was just too much of a commitment for that time, with my kids being as young as they were and just wanting to be present. That's the biggest thing that my kids have stressed to me is, they just want to see Dad come home every night.
And you're here every night, right? Now with the real estate and a book in the future, which should be interesting. I'm an avid reader myself, so I definitely will pick up a copy when that's published down the road. Interesting to hear that, Mark. But you finished your baseball career with the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, I always tell people I started my basketball career with the Philadelphia 76ers. It was 25 years ago, believe it or not. And I finished up with the Baltimore Orioles, and I say that because their fan bases here in York is Baltimore and Philadelphia. They're diehards. It doesn't matter the sport. So for me, I always say that because that kind of resonates with the local community.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A second-round pick with the Philadelphia 76ers a few years ago. You're really dating us when you talk about it, because I've known you for a few years, Mark.
It has been a while, but I always say, I was the other draft pick. Allen Iverson might have been somebody that people know was drafted. I was kind of the other pick in that draft.
Yes, there you go. AI with the Sixers and Mark
I just know this. My kids are going to be so jealous of me.
There you go, Brandy. They're missing out. And as my youngest daughter, I invited her tonight. No, I don't want to come. So here we are, flying solo tonight.
We'll fan crush here while they're at home.
There you have it, straight from the lips of Brandy Shope tonight. And Isaiah Pineda puts it up for a 3, and the big man.
There we go. There's some excitement. There's some fire from that Suburban
from
coach.
Head coach from York Suburban, Mitch Kemp. I'm sure we'll hear head coach Jake Rope from Kennardale as well as the game progresses. And a 3-point lead right now for Kennardale. Carterdale with the ball. And a push. Isaiah Pineda, another big, listed at 6'1", is a senior. He's committed himself to Lock Haven University to play football, and you can kind of see with his frame, Brandy, built as a football player running up and down the court. And out there in three-point land, he was thinking about another three-point shot. Feeds to Aiden Hewley in the post. Cam Brewer with the ball. Now, and things getting a little chippy out there on the court there. Aiden Hewley not happy with that call. The referee pulling him over to head coach Mitch Kemp right now. Kohler heads
so it
prevail.
looks like from here that 42 is definitely trying to get his arm in between, and Aiden is kind of pushing him off at the same time. It's going to be a tough call. This time it was offensive. Next time it'll be defensive.
Point shot comes up short here for number 22, Coy Swenson. A jump ball right now.
Well, Suburban definitely came out with a little more fire.
They have. They certainly have. Kennardale ball. And a three-point shot put up and drained by Drew Dressel. 7 points for Drew Dressel.
Just remember, sports fans that are tuning in, we are still always looking for your thoughts on player of the game. Currently, we have someone that has Carter Day for player of the game and Coy Swanson.
Von Sweeney at the charity line. In and out of the bucket for Von Sweeney right now with 6:27 to go. A 6-point lead for Kennardale, 30-24. We'll see, Mark, what adjustments will be made here in the second half.
Yeah, I noticed Kennardale came out in a zone. Obviously, you know, with the inside play of York Suburban, they wanted to make the adjustment and zone the first two possessions.
3 points for Von Sweeney. Cuts into their lead right now for Kennardale. A 5-point lead and a 3-point shot comes up short by Pierce Ragland. Alon Gorham passes to the big man in the post, and there's Aiden Hewley.
That's what you got to do every single time on the way down. There's no one that can stop him underneath there.
Yeah, I'm not sure Kennardale has a big man that can match up to number 24, Aiden Hewley.
42 was doing a nice job, you know, getting some confusion out there, but not enough. Too many quick fouls.
11 points for Aiden Hewley.
That is two charges taken by number 21.
That's Drew Dressel.
He does a nice job of getting his feet set and being right in the center line.
A 2-point lead for Kennardale right now, and a lot of energy inside York Suburban Gym. And a put in by Zach Orwig. His first points tonight. And a kick out to Alon Gorham. And a rebound there by number 20, Pierce Ragland. Carter bringing the ball up slowly here for Kennardale. Kennardale, a 3-point shot. A little off there for Carter Day. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Nice bucket there by Alon Gorham. 9 points for Alon Gorham tonight. And Isaiah Pineda swatting some balls away there under the net, Mark.
They got two rejections on that play.
Some substitutions going on right now for York Suburban.
Like we said before, Carter got blocked down there and then came back, did not give up, forgot that that even happened, and tied the ball up right on the other side on the foul line. He hustled.
And a 3 blocked. A 2-point lead for the Rams over the Trojans. An exciting game here tonight for Saturday night basketball and YIAA Division II action featuring Kennardale and York Suburban. And Brady Stump coming in for York Suburban, along with Alon Gorham, Isaiah Pineda, and number 13, Avant Sweeney, going to take a breather here with 3:51 to go.
You know, I think, guys, the key here as we get towards the end of the game is going to be fatigue. You know, these teams don't play that many players, and so it's whoever's going to have the fitness level to be able to make their shots down the stretch is going to be key.
Swat. In and out of the bucket, Kennardale, and York Suburban bringing the ball up court by Cam Brewer. There's Aiden Hewley in the post and makes it look easy there, Mark.
Yeah, that was a very nice left-hand play, turn, spin in the middle. He can get that shot off anytime he wants.
13 points for Aiden Hewley right now.
And now it's a ball game.
We're knotted up here, 32-32 with 3:15 to go and a timeout called. By Kennardale and Jake Rote. 3:15 to go. Mentioned Aiden Hewley with 13 points, tying Carter Day, who has 13 points right now. Some possible player of the game, depending upon how this game goes, Mark.
Yeah, and what I see right now, Kennardale's tired. And that's something that, you know, not playing that many guys, that's going to be key. We've been up and down all night. So I think Suburban, with their size, you know, that wears players out defensively. When they're trying to stop Aiden down low, it takes its toll.
Yeah, you can see some of the players on the Kennardale side. They're kind of gassed a little bit right now, but still pushing forward. This no quit in this Kennardale team, Mark.
No, not at all. That's just their style. They run and gun, and they're going to live with that, and they're going to die with that, and they're not going to change their approach, and it's effective.
There we go, Brady Stump. Go ahead, Shanny, go.
And a big thank you to our sponsors again. We appreciate you. That's Integrity First Home Buyers and Basil Insurance.
Our season-long sponsors for tonight's broadcast. York Suburban working the ball around court. And the put in by Alon Gorham. That's 11 points for Alon Gorham, who hits double digits. And a kick out and swatted away by Brady Stump using that 6'7" frame, Mark.
Yeah, it was a nice block to get out there and contest the shot.
I just want to know if he plays volleyball.
Yeah. Another sport close to your heart, right, Brandy?
You know
Volleyball,
it.
yes.
You know it.
With that size. And a three put up by Carter Day, in and out of the bucket. We're approaching 2.5 minutes here in the third quarter. A York Suburban with a 2-point lead right now, 34-32. And a three-point shot off the mark. Rebounded by Kennardale. Zach Orwig bringing the ball up court, and the steal by Cam Brewer. And a foul on that play.
Had he not left his feet, he might have had his third charge for the night.
It's going to send Aiden Hewley to the charity line here.
I think what you're seeing, Todd, is what Brandy said about the energy level from Suburban has definitely turned up here in the second half. Something you might have expected on senior night to start the game, but they have definitely turned it up and taken control of this game as far as the tempo.
And a 3-point lead right now for York Suburban, 35-32 with 1:56 to go. Aiden Hewley, 2 for 2 from the charity line. Leads all scorers now with 15 points, Aiden Hewley.
The key here, Todd, for Suburban is the long rebounds. You're seeing a lot of three-pointers by Kennardale, and when they're missing, it's the job of the guards to go get the rebounds because a lot of them are coming outside the paint.
Okay, it's Drew Dressel with the ball for Kennardale. Spin move there. And fouled on that play, Carter Day. He's going to go to the free throw line. York Suburban 36, Kennardale 32 with 1:19 to go. "14 points for Carter. Two for two from the charity line, Mark.
Yeah, those are important. You know, at point guard, you get to the line a lot. You got to make those shots.
And cuts into York Suburban's lead right now. York Suburban 36, Kennardale 34.
Yep. And Kennardale's double and tripling down on Aiden Hughley.
And there's Cam Brewer for three. Brady Stump there tried for that one-hand jump and a little bit of... Things getting a little chippy out there on the court there, Mark, between Kennardale and York Suburban.
The intensity has definitely picked up.
We can feel it from the broadcast booth here. And interesting, things are rather lively here at York Suburban. Jim? Carter Day right in front of us, matched up on, and a steal. A double teaming Carter Day right now, Brandy. Cam Brewer and Brady Stump.
Yeah, it was a smart play. He was stuck in the corner, threw it off their feet.
Yep.
Gained possession back.
Kennardale looks content to hold on here for possibly the final possession of the third quarter.
ISO, here it comes.
We're under 10 seconds to go, sports fans. And a three-point shot.
And he was fouled.
And he was fouled out there.
0.9 seconds left.
0.9 seconds, Brady Stump. Coach Jake Trope there talking to Coy Swanson, who's going to go to the charity line. And the opportunity here to tie things up with 0.9 seconds to go in the third quarter, Mark.
Yeah, and Todd, that's Carter Day's advantage, is he draws so much attention from the other defenders that he leaves a lot of his teammates open for threes.
I think Carter came out briefly, ever so briefly in this game, but otherwise he's played all but close to 24 minutes.
You got to make those.
Yeah,
I mean, we're down. You have 3 free throw shots.
Yeah,
you have to make those.
Well, like I said, Brandy, fatigue is setting in. This game has been nonstop, up and down, full court. It's going to play a big part in the fourth quarter.
And hopefully the Kennardale coach strategically uses his timeouts. He has 3-4 left.
And the put in there. Gets 1 for 2. It's 4 points for Coy Swanson. And we've arrived at the end of the third quarter with your score. York Suburban 36, Kennardale 35. A 1-point lead by York Suburban. It should be a thrilling final quarter here, Mark and Brandy.
Yes, it should be. And like I said, Carter actually came out there right before the end of the third quarter, so another strategic move by the head coach, just give him a little bit extra breather. I don't expect to see him come out in the fourth quarter, and it should be exciting.
It should be. We mentioned earlier, Brandy, we know your interest in volleyball, and we know Mark, a two-sport athlete professionally. But, here's a little trivia question for our fans that are watching. You were a three-sport star at Mount Vernon High School. We'll let the fans decide. Now, hopefully they won't cheat by looking things up, but find out what Mark's third sport was that he played at high school. So a little trivia teaser there to see if possibly you can guess that here on Sports Shooting Stars as we have a little downtime before our final 8-minute fourth quarter arrives here at York Suburban High School. And want to remind our fans, we'll be back next week with our final week of regular season action as we'll be traveling to Central York as they'll play host to Dallastown next Thursday. And then, of course, a week from tonight, Central Dauphin with Malachi Palmer will take on the Central York Panthers at their home court in Central York. We'll finish it out, giving the Central York Panthers a little love, Brandy, to close out the regular season game.
I'm looking forward to those matchups as well. Central's been on a pretty good streak, and first football, now basketball.
Now basketball, yep. And Redline's another team to keep an eye on in Division I YAIAA. As we are just seconds away from the start of the fourth quarter. Right in front of us here at the broadcast booth, Cam Brewer inbounds to Lon Gorham. There's Brady Stump. And a three-point shot put up by Cam Brewer and drains it. A big three there by Cam Brewer. Gives Cam Brewer 5 points tonight. Extends York Suburban lead to 4 with just under 7.5 minutes to go. Carter Day. Looks like a foul called on Levi Charnetska.
So that's going to be 1-1, and also next foul is going to be 1-on-1 for Kennardale as well. So this could be a long 7 minutes.
And there it is, Brady Stump with the, looks like a timeout was called by head coach Mitch Kemp. And we're standing here with 7:06 to go in the final quarter. Again, York Suburban up 39-35. Mark, we talked about a little bit earlier, threw out a trivia question, the importance of an athlete playing more than one sport. What's your take on that?
I'm a big proponent of it, and I preach and do what I preach in a sense, especially in high school. How many times in your life are you allowed to play multiple sports? And so for young kids in high school, they all tend to carry over. You see a lot of success in Central right now with the basketball program. Probably they have some players that came off of the football program, and their just natural athletic ability just takes over, and they get a chance to play sports. It's something that we all enjoy doing, and once you get out of high school, you don't have those opportunities as much as you do in high school.
You're right about that. It just seems like a lot of the emphasis now are on club sports for a lot of sports, whether it's basketball or volleyball.
Yeah, a lot of kids are trying to make the commitment early, and I think what ends up happening, they get mentally burned out. They're just not ready to commit to a sport year-round. And like I said, when you're in high school and you're a kid, it's fun to play sports, so play as many as you can.
And we're back to action here, coming off the timeout. Kennardale ball. And a nice put in for Pierce Ragland. That's 4 points for Pierce.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be looking for that ball underneath the basket. Kennardale's been launching threes, so he wasn't ready for it.
And a scramble for the ball. Ball went out of bounds. It'll be York Suburban ball. Cam Brewer ran into almost a brick wall there by the name of Pierce Ragland on that play. Now they're saying the ball was out of bounds, Brandy, I believe.
He's
no foul.
No foul and calling the ball out of bounds.
Will be York Suburban's possession. Looks like Isaiah Pineda with the throw into Cam Brewer. And a steal by Kennardale. Drew Dressel. And just a turnover there, Mark. A little sloppy play on that sequence.
Yeah, I got a little out of control there, going a little bit too fast.
Cam Brewer bringing the ball up for York Suburban. And a three-point shot for Avant Sweeney, and a jump ball under the net. Cam Brewer and Pierce Ragland. Both coaches, Brandy, are rather vocal. Mitch Kemp for York Suburban and Jake Rope. We're hearing him from across here in the broadcast booth. And a three-point shot attempt by Levi Charnetska. A lot of emotion inside this gym tonight, Mark.
Yeah, I think a key, too, as we get down here to the last 5 minutes, Todd, is who can make their three-point shots. I don't think either team has shot particularly well percentage-wise, but if somebody can catch fire here, maybe extend the lead.
Yeah, no doubt, Mark. Great observation. A lot of missed threes tonight, and it's a tight contest. York Suburban holding on to the lead by 2.
Cam tried to throw it off of his leg, but it looks like it did not hit him, is what the official's saying.
So Levi Charnetska bringing the ball up court for Kennardale. Kennardale working the ball, trying to find their shot. That was Drew Dressel. Go to the net. Has 7 points in tonight's contest. He's going to go to the charity line. A 6'2" senior for Kennardale. Has the opportunity here to tie things up here with 4:45 to go, Mark.
Yeah, made a nice drive to the basket. You know what Kennardale does a pretty good job of is getting past their initial defender, drawing help. And I think that's the key for Suburban here in the last 5 minutes is if on ball, if they can stop penetration, that's going to cut down the offense for Kennardale quite a bit.
A 1-point lead right now for York Suburban. And a put in there by Pierce Ragland.
They're just
6
out hustling
points.
them.
It's a matter of who wants it more tonight. Will it be Kennardale? Will it be York Suburban? Stay tuned for the final 4.5 minutes of this exciting contest. It's going to send Avant Sweeney to the charity line right now. Kennardale clinging to a 1-point lead, 40-39. It's 4 points for Avant Sweeney. 6
Got a
foot.
tie ball game right now.
Yes, tied ball game. The 6 foot sophomore at the free throw line. The last time, Brandy, we were here a couple weeks ago, it was a last-second shot that York Suburban won in thrilling fashion. Will it come down to that tonight? Stay tuned, sports fans. Still just over 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. And the kick out. A missed three. And a steal, Carter Day bringing the ball up court for Kennardale. Kennardale trailing by 1 right now. Setting up their offense here, Kennardale. And a three-point shot made by Carter Day, and there's a three-point shot by Carter Day, Brandy.
Yeah, he went to that spot knowing he was making that one.
18 points for Carter Day. And gives Kennardale a 2-point lead, 43-41.
Give the ball back to Aiden. Give the ball back to Aiden.
And here's the jitterbug for Kennardale. Carter Day bringing the ball up court, Mark.
Yeah, that was a good defense down there last time.
And
shot.
another three-point attempt there by Carter Day.
If he sees a shot he likes, he gets it up quick.
Very little wasted motion by Carter Day. How about it, Mark?
That's the confidence I think he has in his game. You know, he's just going to keep shooting. Even if it's not going to go in, he's going to keep shooting. He makes a shot in the corner, and that's what you want to see from your leaders.
And it's going to send Cam Brewer here to the free throw line. Cam has 5 points tonight. He was our player of the game this past Tuesday at West York with 13. Again, right now standing with 5. And a lot of energy by this JV Kennardale team. We're hearing them back into this game right now, Mark.
Yeah, I think Kennardale's using a little bit of isolation, spreading Suburban out. Good steal right there.
And there's a big man, Isaiah Pineda, with the bucket. 7 points for Isaiah. And we're tied up 43-43 with just over 2 minutes to go here, Brandy.
That was a big man move right there.
Both of the big men are in here for York Suburban. Brady stumping the action right in front of our broadcast booth between Gorman, Carter Day. And the emotions are heating up. All unfolding right in front of your eyes here tonight on Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you. We're under 2 minutes to go. And a lively crowd here from York Suburban Gym. Drew Dressel bringing the ball up court. Go ahead. Yes, you can feel it.
This is intense.
And a steal by York Suburban. Cam Brewer bringing the ball up court for York Suburban. And a foul on that play, Brandy. As a ref, did you see that one, Brandy?
No comment.
No comment. There you go. You're not a ref right now, a broadcaster.
That's correct, and I'm not allowed to comment on my officials. They all have different angles.
Gotcha.
They do a great job.
Six points for Cam Brewer and gives York Suburban a 1 point lead right now. 7 points for the junior Cam Brewer. And a 2-point lead. We are just over 1 minute to go. A timeout called by Kennardale head coach Jake Rope. They're going to collect their thoughts with 1:10 to go here, Mark.
Yeah, this is coming down to crunch time. I'm interested to see how this thing plays out.
We're feeling the energy level inside the gym at moments. The bleachers here are shaking, and there's a great crowd noise and a great crowd response tonight between two good teams here in YIAA Division II action taking place. So the cheerleaders are on the court providing a little entertainment before we'll settle in with the final 1:10 to go. Want to take this moment to thank our sponsors. Basil Insurance. Are you looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. They're your one-stop shop for all your insurance needs. And also Integrity First Home Buyers, located at 2500 Kingston Road. Looking to sell, buy, or rent? Contact Integrity First Home Buyers, Southern Pennsylvania's leader in all your real estate needs. Go ahead, Brandy.
And also, anyone that's tuning in, please make sure you're sending in your nominations for Player of the Game. At this point, it could go either way. We have some, if you go Kennardale or York Suburban.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough call right now, and there's still plenty of time to go. We hope that our fans that are tuned in the comfort of their own home tonight don't go anywhere. It's going to be a very exciting final 1:10 of basketball action here between Kennardale and York Suburban. Kennardale with the possession, and it's Drew Dressel with the inbound pass. He has the ball. Kennardale moving the ball around here a little bit. He gives it to their jitterbug here, Carter Day. Going to send Carter to the free throw line here, Brandy.
I don't know how he slipped right in between those two kids.
Big shots here, Mark, are needed by Carter Day.
I tell you what, if he ties it up here, I might hold for the last shot. I know it's 45 seconds, but if there's no shot clock in high school, why not hold it for the last shot?
Timeout called by Mitch Kemp from York Suburban.
York Suburban certainly has the momentum right now. They have the ball. It is senior night. We're on the home court. But 44 seconds is a long time when we're in double bonus for Suburban and 1-1 for Kennardale.
Mark, take us through what the coaches are saying to their respective teams right now.
Well, I think for Suburban, it's just a matter of taking care of the basketball. And any coach who does free throws throughout practice, this is what you preach. You have an opportunity to close out a game, you've got to make the free throws. So if you're Kennardale, maybe try a steal initially. If you don't get it, then you foul and kind of go a 2-for-1 possession here on out, make Suburban earn it at the free throw line.
There you go. Fans, we are settling in here for the final 44.2 seconds to go in a thriller. And we've had some thrilling contests here, Brandy, at York Suburban Gym, and this one looks like it's going to head down that same avenue. We thank the fans for tuning in tonight to tonight's broadcast. Will be York Suburban's possession. Lon Gorham with it. A foul on the play by Carter Day. It's going to send number 30, Alon Gorham, to the free throw line. He's in double digits. He has 11. 6'3" senior for York Suburban. And these free throws are pivotal right now with a 2-point lead, Mark.
It comes down to free throws. For Suburban, if they make their free throws, they're going to win the game. Obviously for Kennardale, they're not out of it because they shoot a lot of three-pointers, and it can only be a three-point game if he makes it.
Lon Gorham missed his first of 2 shots here. We'll see what. And makes it and gives a 3-point lead right now to York Suburban, 46, Kennardale 43 with 32.5 seconds to go. A timeout call with 28.8 seconds.
I don't know if you guys saw that. After Carter missed his foul shots, punched the bleachers. Now, before the game, he was clutching his hand here. I'm wondering, is it just a quick, I hurt myself because I hit it, or is that going to affect his ending shot?
His ending, it remains to be seen here with 28.8 seconds to go in a tight contest here.
Looks like we're getting a lot of Aiden
Hewley for York Suburban.
For player of the game.
Yeah, right now he's standing with 15 points, followed closely by Alon Gorham, who has 12 points, who's double digits tonight for York Suburban.
This is a key here, Todd. Don't be surprised if you see Suburban extend out around the three-point line if Kennardale tries to get a quick 2. A lot of times people want to go for the 3 and tie it up, but there's plenty of time here in the way that they drive the basketball. If you see Suburban going out to the three-point line, I would not be surprised if Kennardale tries to get a quick 2 and then, foul and try to make it a free throw game.
Interesting insight by Mark Hendrickson, joining us tonight here on the broadcast. We thank him for joining Sports Shooting Stars tonight. Well, there's a 3-point shot, Mark, and makes it. Big-time shot by Drew Dressel.
That was a big-time 3 right there.
A big 3 by Drew Dressel, and gives Drew 11 points for Kennardale. And we've got a new ball game here, Mark, tied up 46-46 with 19.9 seconds to go.
Didn't you say you had an issue with the last second shot before early in the season down here at Suburban? Seems like we're going down that path again. So definitely I see Suburban holding for the last shot. It should be exciting.
Yes, don't go anywhere. Oh, we're pumped up. We may be ready to go out here and take some shots. How about it?
I don't know.
Once these guys clear off, and we can, after everyone clears off.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Yeah. But interesting, and thank the fans again for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars. Want to give special acknowledgement again to our 2 sponsors for tonight's game, Basil Insurance and Integrity First Home Buyers, bringing you the action as we bring the game to you tonight. It's Brandy Shope, Mark Hendrickson here, along with Todd Edwards. Did we get an answer on the trivia question I threw out earlier? Mark competed in 3 sports in Mount Vernon High School in the state of Washington. Any input at all from our viewers? Nobody bid on it. Well, Mark,
I thought they were going to say water polo.
Water polo, but Mark, why don't you tell the viewers, Mark?
Well, a lot of people think volleyball, but in the state of Washington, we don't have volleyball as a high school sport. So for me, I played tennis. And tennis, when I say multiple sports, was a great prerequisite for basketball because of all the lateral movement, the up and back, stop and starting. Tennis players have tremendous agility, and it's something that was a great fall sport for me leading into basketball.
Yeah, that's true. It's a fall sport here in our area.
We did get a vote for Drew Dressler for player of the game.
And it was a big 3, and here we go. Mark mentioned it. It looks as if York Suburban's going to hold for their final possession here in what could be a thriller from York Suburban Gym.
Give the ball to Aiden.
Cam Brewer looking like he wants to hold for the final shot, in and out of the bucket, and a scramble for the ball. And we've arrived at the end of the 4th quarter, and shall I say, we're going to have a little bonus basketball here, Mark, tonight between Kennardale and York Suburban.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Just didn't fall. They got what they wanted, pull-up jumper, and overtime basketball.
Time basketball, knotted up 46-46. Mark, you mentioned earlier you played tennis. Who was one of your, when you were playing tennis, who did you kind of follow as a tennis player back when you were playing?
Back in the day, for the heartthrobs, was for the young ladies, Andre Agassi was a big icon for tennis, and a lot of girls, loved the hair and the flair that came with his game. Obviously, Pete Sampras too, so it was fun. Tennis was a great sport we enjoyed playing.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing. I remember back to the days of Jimmy Connors and John McEnroe. Remember John McEnroe? And Yeah, but Andre Agassi later then shaved his head off, kind of like me, and went bald then after many years.
You know what's interesting about tennis players? I've had a lot of professional athletes come out to take batting practice. And one of the most impressive batting practices I've watched is from professional tennis players. So their eye-hand coordination is tremendous. They had no problem hitting a baseball coming in very easily.
It's actually funny because volleyball players do extremely well in tennis due to the overhand serve.
Interesting input both from Brandy Shope here tonight and Mark Hendrickson, and we hope you fans are enjoying it as much as I am here with in our broadcast booth tonight between the commentary and the game. We'll make mention bonus basketball, 4-minute quarter here, and we'll see what happens as things are going to unfold. We're set for a tip-off between Aiden Hewley and number 21, Drew Dressel, who's being mentioned as a possible player of the game for Kennardale, but we still have plenty of time to go here between the two teams.
1, 2, 3 for Drew. Back to back. That was a heck of a shot.
It was a big shot by Drew, and he's getting ready for the tip-off with Aiden Hewley. And York Suburban has the ball, and we're underway here with bonus basketball this Saturday with Brandy Shope, Mark Hendrickson. It's Todd Edwards. And there was your play, Brandy, seeing Aiden Hewley go, on the post in the paint, but no bucket there for Aiden Hewley. Drew Dressel bringing the ball up now in bonus basketball coverage here. The 5th quarter from York Suburban High School. The feed to Carter Day. We're just over 3 minutes to go here in overtime. Cam Brewer with the ball.
And I know Mark had mentioned earlier that Kennardale was looking a little gassed, so overtime, they're definitely going to bring their A game, and we'll see if they have enough steam to keep them rolling.
Cam at the free throw line with 7 points. In and out of the bucket for Cam. Misses on his first of 2 shots here. Cam also plays football here for York Suburban, the quarterback for the football team.
And sitting in the front row is his dad, Eric Brewer.
Eric Brewer of Integrity First Home Buyers. So there you go. He's in attendance watching his son. And a 1-point lead right now for York Suburban with just over 3 minutes to go.
Oh, my goodness.
Drew Dressel with the ball, matched up there with Aiden Hewley, a D2 commit going to Shepherd University. And makes it. Big-time shot by Coy Swanson. The lefty puts it in. 7 points for Coy tonight and gives Kennardale a 2-point lead, Martin.
Yeah, I think they're not changing their game. They're shooting threes. So,
and talking about matching threes, there's Alon Gorham. 15 points for Alon Gorham right now and a 1-point lead for York Suburban.
I want to give a quick shout out to Ron Ziegler, who's here today. He's a 1,000-point scorer for York Votech. Came here to watch Cam Brewer in this exciting game.
And speaking of another 1,000-point scorer right in front of us, Carter Day came into this game with 1,480 points and has added to that point total. And swatted away by Aiden Hewley. A lot of energy inside this gym tonight. York Suburban waiting for their shot, waiting for their opportunity right now. There's the big man, Aiden Hewley. turnover there. I see the intent.
That was a good pass. Number 31 from York Suburban just wasn't quite ready. Just an awkward position.
No,
Left hand out, his body wasn't turned.
The intention was there, no doubt about it, but unsuccessfully so. And a three-point shot by Kennard. Pierce Ragland.
They can't shoot those if they're not going to rebound.
Good point, fair enough. A 1-point lead by York Suburban, 1:04 to go. Mark, your thoughts here with just over a minute to go remaining.
It's been a very competitive high school game. And when it comes down to overtime, late in the game, it just comes down to execution. Whichever team is going to execute is going to win this game.
There you have it from NBA Major League Baseball player Mark Hendrickson here with 1:04 to go. A timeout called. York Suburban again clinging to a 1-point lead. Again, want to thank Basil Insurance and Integrity First Home Buyers for our sponsorship tonight. And for fans that are tuned in, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. It's Sports Shooting Stars. And we'll be back next week with the final week of regular season action as we'll make our way to Central York High School. As next week they'll play host to Dallastown Wildcats. And then, of course, next Saturday we'll be at Central as the Central Dolphin team comes in, led by Malachi Palmer, the freshman phenom. Should be an interesting matchup next Saturday as Greg Gittinger is a freshman phenom who's really tearing it up for the Central York Panthers, who had a big game today with 36 points and 7 3-pointers by the big guy.
Thank you to our fans for tuning in. We appreciate you.
And we're back to action here, and we have started. York Suburban with the ball. Aiden Hewley bringing the ball up court for York Suburban.
They're going to be shooting 2.
And a chance to extend the lead here, Brandy. It's going to send
Last time I believe he was 1-1, so we'll find out.
We'll see if he can add to his point right now, 15 points.
That's a good foul.
Hey. See if Alon can add to his point total. And Carter Day with the ball. We're under a minute to go. Buckle up, sports fans. Should be a lively final seconds here from York Suburban Gym. The crowd noise tells you. It's Drew Dressel. You have a feeling here, Brandy, that a timeout called by head coach of Kennard, Jake Roop. With 20 seconds to go, York Suburban 50, Kennard 49. Go ahead, Brandy.
As always, we continue to look for sponsors. So if you'd like to promote your business, please make sure you contact us at Sports Shooting Stars. Also contact Dude Jones, Todd Edwards, or myself for sponsorship opportunities. We'll continue to bring the game to you.
No doubt about it, and who knows, maybe in the spring, it would be nice maybe to see a little boys volleyball. You know, the spring season, I know they've started practicing. Be nice to see volleyball as an addition to Sports Shooting Stars. We've concentrated on football and basketball, but would like to expand a little bit more into some other sports. And in this area, as you know, both of you know, volleyball is a very popular sport, girls and boys.
I know that the boys programs around here, Central, Northeastern, Spring Grove, actually, I believe, have sent several Division I players.
Yep, on to the next level in the sport of volleyball. So it should be interesting season coming up for the boys volleyball. And we're coming back off the timeout. 20.6 seconds to go. It'll be Kennardale's ball. Drew Dressel with the ball. They give to Carter Day. And a three-point shot by Carter Day off to the left. And It'll be York Suburban, yes, and 8.3 seconds to go. And it's going to send Cam Brewer to the free throw line. And Mark, these are big shots right now for Cam Brewer.
Yeah, without a doubt. Point guard, got to make the play. Got the opportunity here to make it a three-point game. This is what you work for. This is what you need to concentrate. Get that rest, get that concentration. Just do what you practice.
And makes it, Cam makes it. That's 9 points for Cam Brewer. And it extends York Suburban's lead to 2.
Cam is great under pressure. He works really hard. He'd be a perfect person to have on the foul line right now.
And Cam gets his own missed shot there. And back to familiar territory here for Cam Brewer with 5.8 seconds to go.
Yeah, you can't have the shooter get their own rebound.
Yeah, which he did in that case, Cam Brewer.
Poor planning.
Cam Brewer hits double digits. Alon Gorham with 15 points. Aiden Hewley with 15 points. Big three for York Suburban have chipped in tonight. And that may have sealed the deal, Mark.
Yeah, great job. Got an opportunity there, got a second chance, made both free throws.
And there you have it, sports fan. Your final score, York Suburban 53, Kennardale 49.
Way to end the senior night. It started out slow, but they definitely came through when it counted. Big foul shots by Cam Brewer.
Yes, down the end, clutch free throw shooting by Cam Brewer, and it gives York Suburban a win. They'll move to 11-0 in their division right now. A big win for York Suburban, and much to the frustration of the Kennardale players who are walking off the locker room, Mark.
Yeah, it was a great game. Great game. I think it was just a matter of Suburban made the plays that they needed to make at the end to get the win.
But we're going to hope to chime in with our player of the game here post-game, the middle of the court, as the Kennardale team makes their way off the court. York Suburban here on senior night, a big win again. York Suburban 53, Kennardale 49. As some of the seniors are meeting on court and taking some pictures as their parents take some last-minute pictures on court. And maybe we'll figure out who our player of the game is. Your thoughts? Aiden Hewley's going to be our player of the game, and we're going to go with the big guy. Hopefully get a chance to talk to him. I know broadcast partner Brandy Shope's got to make her way out in the court to talk to the D2 commit going to Shepherd University, and a big game by the 6'6" senior Aiden Hewley, who finished with 15 points, Mark.
Yeah, I thought for him, as he goes, Suburban goes, it appears to me, because of his size. I don't see there's many kids in this county that can match him size-wise. Obviously, with the commitment going to play at the next level for him, it's just a matter of working the inside game early and then freeing up his shooters later in the game.
Yep, and we'll try to make our way down on court here and maybe... I know the players seem to be making their way back to the locker room for their post-game. Brandy, you had a chance to speak to Aiden. Are we going to have Aiden come out?
I did ask him to come out. I got an opportunity to grab him.
And maybe we can... I'm going to try to wave him down, hopefully, to get Aiden Hewley here and to come on over with the coach, maybe Mitch Kemp, but we can at least get Aiden Hewley, a big. No, he's 6'6". Mark, you're 6'9", so it's Yeah, I feel kind of short standing here with you guys. But come on in, guys. Hey, it's Todd Edwards. We're here, right here, mid-court. It's Todd Edwards here with the player of the game. You're getting used to this. Aiden Hewley and his head coach, Mitch Kemp. Let me move over here to this side. Aiden, your thoughts on tonight's game?
I mean, it was a battle. I mean, we really went at it. I mean, we were down coming into the half, and, you know, coach gave us a little rundown. I mean, we really wanted this. I mean, that's our senior night. And we just put it all on the floor in the second half. I mean, we had to go to overtime, but I think we really, brought it through.
You did bring it through. You're going to Shepherd University next season, but right now it's all about this season. Coach, what went into this game plan tonight playing Kennard?
We really wanted to get the ball inside to Aiden. I think, not only Kennardale, but I think a lot of teams in this league have a hard time guarding him in the post. So we tried to emphasize inside-out kind of game plan, and it worked, but we went away from it from time to time. But I'm proud of these kids, man. They've been through a lot, and the adversity and the people being in quarantine, and I'm just proud of them.
Yeah, it goes without saying. Mark, any input from you?
I noticed, Coach, what did you say to him at halftime? Because we noticed the intensity. We expected senior night to the intensity to come out at the start of the game, but we noticed maybe he came out a little flat, but considering the second half, the speech that you gave at halftime really kind of upped the intensity with your team.
Yeah, I mean, I just explained to them that they're better than how they played. I've been telling them this all year. I don't know why we seem to be flat in the first half, and then we usually pick it up in the second half. I mean, I can probably say at least 8 games that's happened this year. So I'm trying to get them to start stronger, but they seem to be a second half team. But just light the fire under their butts and get them going a little bit.
Well, you certainly did this, and congratulations, Coach, on a big win tonight. Aiden, any final thoughts you'd like to say maybe to some of the fans and friends that are watching?
I mean, thanks for watching. Shout out Cam, shout out Lon, shout out the whole starting lineup. I mean, we all put it together. We made it work. So, shout out to Suburban.
Yeah.
Shout out to my 2 daughters, Gianna and Stella. I love you.
There you go, and we have a player of the game shirt for Aiden Hewley. Show it off proudly. You're live. It's worldwide, really. Our reach is worldwide. There it is. Aiden Hewley, a commit to Shepherd University. But first things first, it's a career here at York Suburban, well worth it, the 1,000-point score. Congratulations again to Coach Kemp and Aiden Hewley tonight on a big win by York Suburban. There you go. Good luck again. Yep.
Congratulations, guys.
Yep. Good job, bud. There you go. And we are here on the court with Mark Hendrickson, Brandy Shope. As we wrap things up, your final thoughts on tonight's broadcast.
It was an intense game. Suburban did it exactly in the second half. What they needed to was get the ball to Aiden.
And they did, the big guy on the post. Mark mentioned it earlier on about getting him involved in the game, and it sure came about
Yeah,
tonight.
as folks saw in the interview, he's a big guy, and you're not going to find many kids that big in this county, and so it was just a great high school basketball game.
No doubt, a great excitement. I'm glad Brandy could come back, and I'm glad, Mark, you could be part of the broadcast tonight. I don't think you did too bad. You're nervous.
It was a lot of fun. If you want to invite me back, I'd be more than happy to come back and help out.
Mark Hendrickson, part of it. Dude Jones, who did his best Vin Scully impersonation earlier today. He did the full broadcast from start to finish at Central. A tip of the hat to my broadcast partner who kind of laid back tonight. But Mark, an outstanding job. Brandy as well. Thanks for joining. And we thank the fans for tuning in tonight to another exciting game here from York Suburban. And we'll be back next week with more action, our final regular season schedule next week at Central. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good night.